Once upon a time, in the lush canopies of a rainforest, there lived an easygoing sloth named Simon. Simon was a peculiar creature, a master of slowness, and today, three school children ventured into the forest on a field trip, eager to learn about its wonders. Their guide, Mrs. Flores, pointed up to where Simon was blinking lazily from a branch. Kids, she said with a smile, meet Simon the Sloth. He's going to tell us three amazing facts about his life up in the trees. Simon lazily turned his head towards the children and began in a drawling voice. Well, young explorers, the first wondrous fact about us sloths is that we are the world's slowest mammal. His claws gripped the branch as he moved at a snail's pace. The reason for our slowness, he continued, is because of our extremely low metabolism. This means we don't need much energy to survive, so we can take our sweet time munching leaves and lounging in the sun. Alice, a curious little girl with inquisitive eyes, piped up, "That's so cool, but doesn't moving so slowly make you easy targets for predators?" Simon chuckled, a sound that was slow and deep. "Ah, that brings me to the second impressive fact. Our slowness is actually a brilliant strategy. We move so slowly that we're nearly impossible to spot. Plus, we have this greenish tinge to our fur because algae grow on it, which helps us blend into the treetops and become masters of camouflage." The children gasped in delight, and a boy named Lucas tugged at Mrs. Flores's sleeve. "Can we see Simon move now?" "As thrilling as that sounds, Lucas," Simon interjected. "I only descend from my tree about once a week to do my, personal business on the ground." Which leads to the third fact. Despite being great swimmers, we sloths only leave our tree for necessities and, most importantly, to maintain the health of our rainforest home. Simon paused for dramatic effect before revealing, "You see, by relieving ourselves at the base of the trees, we help fertilize the soil, which is good for the growth of the forest. Quite an important job, isn't it?" The children nodded in amazement, their eyes wide with wonder. Mrs. Flores then beckoned the kids to follow her. "Let's leave Simon to his peaceful tree life," she said. As the group walked away, Alice turned back and shouted, "Thank you, Simon. You're amazing." Simon, with a twinkle in his sleepy eyes, slowly raised his arm as if to wave goodbye. It would take him a while, but the gesture was heartfelt. And so, the children left the rainforest abuzz with excitement over the slow-moving, algae-clad, tree-fertilizing marvel that was Simon the Sloth. From that day forth, they never underestimated the power of taking one's time. After all, if it's good enough for the incredible sloth, it's good enough for everyone.